So as we move forward from there, and we look at the enabling statute, 54-124A, the only place the commutation appears in that statute says commutations from the penalty of death in accordance with section 54-130A. It's the only time. It doesn't say commutations from all penalties. So we go to 54-130A. Once again, the only other reference to commutations in conjunction with the Board of Pardons is in parent A, commutations from the penalty of death. Now, we've heard the term policy here today on numerous occasions. So, Chairman Giles, what is a policy as opposed to a regulation?
So we, over at the board, do not have a requirement to go the regs route, although for one of our things in my tenure, we have done it, I don't know. But anyway, we are permitted to promulgate these rules for our process to move forward, as opposed to the legal regulation that you're referring to. I know I heard Senator Kissel earlier talk about that. We were not required to go through the regs, Connecticut State's reg process for this. It was my understanding.
Well, where does that understanding come from?
So I was not informed that my office, that I had to, as chair, run my policy through regulations.
Okay, so the expedited pardon process, it's a regulation. You recognize that in 2015 or thereabouts, the expedited pardon process was created, and that was by regulation. So you went through regs review on that.
Right.
Now, I'll point out that under our statutes, a regulation, and this is 4-166, which expressly you do fall under, and we're going to get to there in a moment, does not include statements concerning only the internal management of an agency and not affecting private rights or procedures available to the public. What we've heard about today is that through this, whatever it is,
policy,
as you like to call it, you have restricted certain individuals from being able to apply for something. That's a regulation. The full of regulation in the statute says it has to do with any procedure or practice requirements of any agency. There is no definition of policy. So generally a policy is an internal, we will use blue pens in our office. That's a policy. It's not a regulation. Within the document, which I have, it says in the limitation of rights, no person has any right or entitlement to a commutation. Furthermore, participation in the commutation process may be limited or eliminated altogether at any time at the discretion of the board. Where is the enabling statute that allows you to shut off commutations?
So it's my impression, Representative, that the enabling statute, as I've referred to before, gives us the authority to write these policies as we have done here. Senator Kissel is correct when he opines that, we don't have any board members who are lawyers. He goes on to say we don't have to be, but we refer to our legal folks around us, but it is my understanding that the enabling statute for the Board of Pardons and Paroles gives us the authority to write these policies and then implement them.
And you have a letter from the Attorney General's office confirming that?
I do not know if I have a letter from the Attorney General's office confirming that.